Sunday games kick off with Michigan and Ann Arbor this weekend. Cincinnati, Michigan. I think Michigan takes this one. I think Cincinnati is a solid team. You know, they got nice players, but I think Michigan takes this one because that Michigan defense is killer, and I think they get the job done easily over Cincinnati. Florida, Atlanta, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's defense is their Achilles heel. So unless someone big on defense goes down, Wisconsin wins this one. Ooh, Lane Kiffin going down to Camp Randall. Gonna be interesting to see Lane Kiffin, see if he can land a program win early on. But he won't. Wisconsin's defense will get it down, they win. Louisville and North Carolina. North Carolina is always underrated every single year, and they always play super well in these type of games. I think they'll give Louisville a tough competition. I think the Heisman winner will have to earn this one. He'll have to earn this game. I think Lamar Jackson will play really well in this game, but I still think North Carolina has a fighting chance, and I think it's gonna be really interesting. Kansas State, Charlotte. Kansas State's gonna cream them. Yeah, even the price on this game is $5. Everybody knows it's gonna be creaming. Sad. Fresno State, Alabama. All right, really? Now you're just being insulting. Fresno State, Alabama. Alabama got this. Alabama will cream them tomorrow morning. Jesus Christ. Pittsburgh, Penn State. Pittsburgh's actually an interesting team as well, I think. Intriguing team. They play well in these type of games. But Penn State got Barkley and McSorley, so I think Penn State will pull this out in the second half. I think it'll be a close game in the first half, though. First half's always Achilles heel for some of these teams. Delaware, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech will ace this. I think Virginia Tech, that was a huge win against West Virginia. West Virginia is an underrated, good team, and you got done against them. Great. Good win for them. TCU, Arkansas. Arkansas always hangs around there, too. But I think they lost their quarterback prospect, Brandon Allen, so I think Kenny Hill was a huge success at Texas A&M, and then he kind of just went down. But yeah, I think TCU got this. Indiana State, Tennessee. I didn't even know Indiana State had a football team, so I think the Volunteers will take this after that amazing win against the Yellow Jackets in double overtime. Auburn, Clemson. Ooh, this one's interesting. Because I haven't seen either team play it, and either team both have new quarterbacks. You know, I'm gonna roll with Clemson here because I think Clemson's defense is better. Defensively, I think they're better. I think it's gonna be a great game at their stadium. Auburn and Clemson have a series going right now. Auburn plays well against them, but Clemson got it done last year. I think Clemson will get it done this year. The big matchup at 4:30: Oklahoma State, Ohio State. Or no, sorry, my bad. Oklahoma versus Ohio State. The Buckeyes with that running back. I think Baker Mayfield takes this round because last week versus Indiana, they couldn't cover for shit. And Oklahoma always has explosive receivers and people who are ready to go downfield no matter what. So I think Oklahoma takes this game over Ohio State easily. Think it turns into a blowout in the fourth quarter. Baker Mayfield's going to toss like 5 touchdowns. JT Barrett's going to toss like 3 touchdowns. But at the end, that defensive deficiency is going to make them lose. Chattanooga, LSU. LSU getting a bunch of cupcake opponents to start the season up here. Another opener in Baton Rouge for them. They're gonna cream Chattanooga. Georgia, Notre Dame. Ooh. I haven't really seen Notre Dame play much this year, so I haven't seen Georgia, but I think my gut's telling me Georgia here because Georgia's SEC team play against high competition. Notre Dame's good, but I don't think Notre Dame's that good. Montana, Washington. I think Jake Browning is gonna go off in this game. It's gonna be Jake Browning's great game of the year, where he's just gonna go off and score like 5 touchdowns, be on Heisman watch. It's gonna be a great game. Montana, Stanford, USC is another good one. I think USC's gonna do what they did with Western Michigan, where they let them hang till the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter they kill them. I think Sam Darnold needs to step up more in this game. He had 2 picks last game. I guess that Western Michigan defense, I mean, I get it. They got to the Cotton Bowl, and they didn't lose a game. They only lost to Wisconsin. Even that loss to Wisconsin wasn't too bad. But Stanford is a different animal. Stanford plays better on defense. Stanford is coached by a guy with the potential to go into the NFL. So I think if USC doesn't step it up, USC could lose. But I'm picking USC because I believe USC will pick up their game and they will win this game. I think it'll go into the fourth quarter. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see that quarterback battle. You know, that quarterback played really well last week. So, yeah. Boise State, Washington State. I like Boise State. Boise State was good a couple years ago with Kellen Moore. Then they blew that chance. And they actually should have gotten it, but whatever. Extra second, Nebraska, Texas. Nebraska should have won that championship game, but Sue went off the rush a second earlier than he should have. Boise State, Washington State. Boise, I think Washington State will get this done. They have a nice quarterback, Luke Falk. You know, these Pac-12 teams, they always look decent. They always look kind of good. You know, week two, no Monday games. Friday night lights. If you want better ratings on Friday night, you're gonna have to have better games. Oklahoma State versus South Alabama isn't really gonna cut that slack. Like Ohio State, Indiana was good, but that was a Thursday game. You know, you gotta have, if you're gonna do Friday night lights, you gotta get like a Michigan Ohio State Friday night lights game. Like, you can't sit up here and do like shitty ass games and like think people are gonna watch. Like, that's just whatever.